guys, it's Vandy. Welcome back. Just finished a gourmet adventure video where I made the perfect cup of coffee out in the woods. So you guys might want to check that out. It's pretty awesome. Thing I'm going to do today though on this is top 5 videos are pretty big right now, and it's been going around top 5 backpacking items. I've done one too. A lot of people are doing them in the outdoor YouTube community, so I thought maybe we'll do something else because everybody seems to be getting re-tagged, you know, and they've had to do 2 or 3 videos. So here's a new one. What's your top 5 adventures you've ever been on? I'll go ahead and start at the bottom, work my way up to number 1. I guess, what would number 5 be? I didn't think about it all the way at first. Let's see, I think we'll say Vegas. I went to Vegas. I know it wasn't an outdoor thing, but we're talking about overall adventures we've gone on. And something big with me is food. In case you guys haven't noticed, really like food, different varieties of food, different food cultures, everything else. Vegas is like a foodie's dream. So basically the whole reason I went to Vegas and my wife and I went to Vegas together was to eat. She didn't go to eat, but I did. She just went to accompany me and us to watch Zarkana and a couple other shows. But no, I ate about every Vegas buffet you could eat other than the Bally's Lobster Buffet, which I'm gonna eventually try before I die one day. But I tried a lot of different things. Guy Fieri's Burger Place. As far as buffets go, the Wynn Buffet was the hands down best buffet I've ever had in my entire life. That was super gourmet. It was epic. Let's see, number 4 would probably be South Padre Island, 2012. Went down there originally just as a sea kayaking trip and just kind of get out of town, have some fun. The second day though, you know, I forgot to put sunblock on my legs when we were sea kayaking, and didn't turn out so well. My legs were just super blistered, and it was like, well, I can't really do anything else the rest of the time. What am I going to do? So for the next 3 days, I went along the seashore on the Padre Island seashore natural preserve or whatever, and it was beyond words. I wish I had a YouTube channel back then because it was awesome. You were seeing Ridley's turtles just coming up fresh on the beach. It was spawning season. So there were actually like eggs out there. You can actually see the little turtles going out into the sea. That was one of the best experiences I've ever had. And like, I wouldn't have had that unless I got sunburned and had to go find other things to do besides be in the water. So I thought that was pretty cool. Also went to like a bird preserve and kind of got into bird photography there for a while, which I did later on at another trip I'm going to talk about. And yeah, it was epic. It was a good trip. Number 3 was South Dakota. South Dakota was pretty sweet. I went there, I think in 2010 or 2011. That was a pretty good trip. I love the country up there. My wife's from Wyoming, which we're going to go there one of these days. I'm already stoked for it. But South Dakota is pretty cool too. You know, I got to go up in the Black Hills. Actually, went all over the whole state. Went to Rapid City, Sioux Falls, Pierre, just all over. But I really liked going to the Black Hills where Deadwood was. Visited Deadwood. I love the history up there. That part's pretty sweet. And just the Black Hills themselves are beautiful. We went to Custer State Park and a few other places. It was just it's beautiful up there. I just can't wait to go with my wife to Wyoming. It's gonna be awesome to get back in that part of the country again. Number 2 adventure would be Costa Rica. I went there in 2013. That was epic. That was one of the most beautiful locations I've ever been in my life. Went to the Pacific side over by Nassau, Costa Rica, and it was just beautiful. We were in a bunch of bungalows right there by the beach, but we were also right next to the rainforest, so we got to go into the rainforest. Got to go to the Arenal volcano. We got to do all kinds of different stuff. One of the best beaches I've ever seen in my entire life. It's called Playa Garza. It's right down the road from Nassau. That was like heaven on earth. Just no way to describe it unless you've been there. Just that's what I would say. Go ahead and go there, because some of the experiences you'll never be able to find here. I mean, I remember at one point my brother and my mom and I were going down this river, and there's a 20-foot crocodile sitting there, and I'm just like, I didn't even know crocodiles could get that freaking big. It's like, oh, it wasn't 20 feet. I think it was like 15 or something like that. But it was massive. Even the guy who was driving our little boat was like, wow, you don't really see them get that big. And then later on, my brother and I were driving around in the Land Rover he rented, and we were coming by one of those rivers, and you could just see like 20 or 30 freaking crocodiles just kind of coming up there by the stream where there's a crossing that flooded out. And they were all just hanging out there. We had to turn around and kind of go back the way we came. But it was just cool. Just the biodiversity there was amazing. I got so many pictures of howler monkeys, crocodiles, One thing that we have here in Texas, but they also have in Costa Rica is, what are they called? They're spoonbills, basically, but they're pink spoonbills. I can't remember the exact name they are, but they're just beautiful creatures. They're like 4-foot tall birds with massive bills like that. And I remember at one point there was a tree that had like 50 or 60 of them that normally you'd see them inside the water, but it was like right along the river, and they were just all up in this tree all the way up. So you just see this massive tree that's solid pink. And it was beautiful. That's something you can't put into words on the adventures like that. And also, I like food. The food in Costa Rica was just phenomenal. Prices were crazy low because of the exchange rate, but just everything was so fresh. Everything was straight out of the fields. The sugar was unrefined. It was just beautiful, little brown kernels. It was everything. The avocados tasted better than I've ever tasted anywhere else. The pineapples, the coconuts. It was epic. I highly recommend Costa Rica if you guys ever get a chance. But it doesn't pale in comparison to my number one. My number one is my relationship with my wife. That's been the best adventure of all. We've been together since 2013. We've been married since 2015. And it just keeps getting better and better every year. We have so much fun together, and the adventure's not over. We have so many other adventures to get involved with, but that's the overarching adventure that's the best one in my life right now. So I got a few other channels I was going to call out. I guess first will be Happily Ever Outdoors. That's a pretty good channel. Like I said, it's real family oriented. You have a lot of videos, a lot of how-tos. I guess M and the Gang, that's another one that's pretty family oriented. They got a lot of stuff on there. They also do the Canteen Cup Tuesday cooking. A lot of good stuff there. Mark Young, he's got a good channel. I like his a lot. See who else? Jungle J Adventures. Go and call him out. Who else? Who's going to be that fifth person? I'm trying to remember. Let's go ahead and say Matt.Cook.Oregon. We'll go ahead and call you out too, man. Like I said, I love Matt's stuff. If you guys ever seen it, he has some of the best drone footage I've ever seen. He's obviously primarily based in Oregon, but just a lot of the stuff you see there, just some of the locations he picks looks like freaking Middle Earth. Just phenomenal. You guys check out his channel too. Yeah, that's it, man. You guys, I called you guys out. What are your top 5 adventures you ever been on? All right, see you guys next time. Bye.